Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to another scene from Living World of Darkness. Today, Alicia will be going in search of something from Grand Central Station in order to help with the moot rights. For some unknown reason, her picture has disappeared, based on my screen. But oh well. Before going, Alicia will take the time to get a nice big pair of sunglasses and a nice baseball cap and put her hair up inside the baseball cap and wear a big hoodie. Without the hood up, because that just kind of seems too obvious, and but a nice big and one that will hide kind of her shape, so it will be harder to tell if it is a girl or a guy on the grainy video footage that people tend to get on security cameras. And she will then make her way to Grand Central Station with a couple of paper bags shoved in one pocket, and some gloves in another one just in case. And
Alrighty.
yep.
You make your way over to Grand Central Station. Where are you gonna go there? Skateboard, walking, cycle, car, taxi?
She is actually going to get the train there.
Okay.
She's going to find one of the places that you can get the train to there from, and we'll get the train to the station.
Okay. Um. Obviously, that's gonna go without a hassle. Uh, you arrive at the station.
And
There
that
are
way,
lots of people.
there are lots and lots of people. But that
Lots
way,
and
she
lots
kind
of
of has
stuff.
access to the platforms and can have a wander around the platforms as if looking for her kind of like another train to get on, looking to see if there is anything convenient that she can find, like a waiting room with rather old and well-built chairs or something that she can get a couple of splinters from.
Um. You wander around the platform. Um, there are some, yeah, there are some. There's a waiting room there. There are a few new ones. There's one semi-old one. That's there's one that's really old, but it's closed off for repairs.
How secure does the door lock look?
It's an old door, so you can probably lockpick it, should you really try to. But again, lots of people.
Yep. Now I'm just wondering if the lock looks a little bit shoddy, she might be able to just give it a bump. Well, I say bump. Um, and see if she can shift it open really quickly and make it look like she's meant to be in there. I don't know. I'm just looking for the opportunities. Otherwise, she might go for the slightly old one.
Well, I roll a fake die.
Cool.
Do you try and grab a hold of the lock on the door, or do you
Yep. Just
like?
kind of
Yeah,
give it a thump.
you hear a small boop, and the door goes open.
So she'll just kind of walk inside like she's supposed to be there, um, and will take a small penknife from her pocket and scrape a couple of bits of splintery wood from somewhere, preferably somewhere that looks like it might need repairing anyway, rather than anywhere that
Okay.
is looking in good condition.
Um,
Because
yeah.
despite stealing bits of wood, she is not actually a vandal.
um, okay, make me a perception. Either perception alertness or perception crafts because you're looking for proper materials.
Cool. Just a sec. Doo-ba-doo-doo-doo. Okay. Perception crafts. And I'm guessing difficulty 7 unless you say otherwise.
Yeah,
So
diff 7.
2 successes.
Okay. Yeah, you find a little place that seems old, and you can start scraping things off.
Yep. I'll scrape a couple of splinters into one of the paper bags.
Boop.
Fold it up. Walk back out.
While you were busy, one of the, because I rolled again a fate dice. One of the people that work at the platform has walked up to the old waiting room and checked it out for a bit, and he sees you walking out. Did I freeze again?
Nope, you did not.
Okay. Yeah, you see somebody walking towards you who looks like he works here.
She'll just kind of keep walking as though nothing is wrong.
Uh, are you gonna try and blend in with the crowd?
Yep.
Okay, make me a wit streetwise roll. Difficulty 6.
3 successes.
Okay. I'm gonna roll I'm gonna roll 4 dice for this guy's perception. Nope. He fails. He utterly fails. You get away. You walk into the crowd quite confidently. You know where you're going, and the crowd will cover your tracks. And this guy just seems to get lost in the stream of masses on the station.
Like I said, she's put enough effort into it to make it unlikely that they'll be able to recognize her from the cameras.
Yep.
And gloves mean no fingerprints.
Mm-hmm. All right then, you got your stuff.
Well, I've got some stuff. I don't know if it is good enough stuff. So while I am here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to stop off and get a selection of tickets to some of the more important. Basically, there's like loads of lines and stations that go there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, ridiculous number. So I'm just going to get a selection of like 2 or 3 tickets to
Okay.
different places, just because might help. It's to do with the essence of the station, and the essence of the station is like the tickets and going places.
Fair enough.
I'll pick up an information booklet, and I'll also, now I'm out in the main area, pop up to one of the balconies.
Okay. And
Because they've got balconies upstairs.
yes, you get up to. Well, yeah. You use the stairs, get to the balconies. What are you gonna do? Buy a ticket?
Well, no, I've already bought tickets. The balconies don't have the ticket machines.
Ah.
They're just like balconies. I think people use them as waiting areas. I don't know.
Okay.
That's a towel from online.
Okay. Um,
And she'll look around to see if anyone else is around.
yeah. It's a huge station, so I'm gonna roll a d6. Oh. There are 3 other people in your little waiting area.
Okay. Do any of them seem to be paying particular attention? No, it's like they like reading books. Or...
One is fiddling with his phone, one is listening to music, and another one seems to be an elderly man that's reading a newspaper.
Excellent. So Alicia will kind of stroll over to look out at the city, leaning over the edge of the balcony, using her body as a shield. And she's going to attempt something that will probably be quite tricky for her. She's going to concentrate really rather hard and spend a willpower point on this particular roll. She does have mixed morph though, so hopefully that should help.
Do you have the 1 point or the 5 point version?
Probably the 1 point, because I don't think I could afford the 5 point, but give me a sec.
Okay, that's difficulty 6 if you have the 1 point.
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely the 1 point.
Okay.
And her aim will be to get 1 claw, just 1.
1 claw. Okay. And you're doing this where exactly? Do you do this,
Yep,
sort of...
she's on the balcony, so it's overlooking a street, but they're quite high up, so nobody's likely to be looking up here, and she's using her other hand as a shield for the hand that she's trying to change. And she's using her body as a shield from everyone behind her. So she's like standing right on the edge of the balcony.
Okay.
At the railing.
Give me just a second. I'm looking at the mixed morph.
Do you want me to make a larceny roll for hiding it?
Make a dex stealth or dex larceny. Yeah.
Okay. Two successes.
Okay. You think you're pretty confident in your hiding.
Okay, and now what do I need to roll to pop just the 1 claw?
To pop the 1 claw, you need to roll your dexterity and primal urge at difficulty 6 because you have the 1 point merit of mixed morph.
Okay. So dexterity, primal urge.
Yep.
Yep. And like I said, she's spending a willpower on this as well.
Okay.
Not concentrating really hard.
Okay.
So 2 successes plus willpower.
What? Okay, you're popping a claw. You're popping a claw of the Glabro, Krinos, Hispa, or Lupus.
Either Glabro or Krinos. It's just the 1 claw.
Well, that's up to you. There's a bit of a difference between the two.
Okay. What is the difference?
Well, one deals ag, one does lethal, and the other one is just a bit stronger than the other one.
Okay, in that case, I'll go with the Krinosy claw.
Okay.
Just the 1 claw, and she's going to try and use it to scrape a tiny bit off the off the banister into one of the paper bags.
Yeah, you make it, and the people that were with you on the balcony are still doing their stuff. The one who is twiddling with his phone was kind of looking weird at you, but he can't really see what you're doing.
So there might be a tiny bit of a scratch mark, but nothing that couldn't have been caused by someone
With a knife, yeah.
kind of scraping against it by accident if they use their whole body weight. So she's doing it with like one finger. Someone else would probably be more of like the whole body if they felt fear. So with those various different things and turning her finger back to normal, she strolls out of the station. Perfectly, well, attempting to be perfectly calm.
All right. And I think that's where we can end the scene.